Young teenage athletes, especially girls, are facing a lot of eating disorders, which some, in severe cases, can cause death.
There are many causes that lead athletes to face eating disorders. First of all athletes of all different shapes and sizes have the pressure to perform better to please their coaches. They might do twice the amount of required exercise until they face extreme fatigue, or either lose large amounts or gain large amounts of weight in a short period of time.
One of them is you are what you eat, which is not entirely true. Our genetics shape us. Genes that have been passed on from our family shape who we are. We are all unique in some kind of way. There is no perfect body image, since we all have different ones. People expect their bodies to be the right size. For athletes, it is a fit build with strong muscles and a lean body. And so in order for athletes to want this image, they will maybe eat less food, which will then cause complications to their body and their health.
Athletes also tend to compare themselves with other teammates. They will stop eating to reach the ideal body image that is presented from the media these days. Or athletes will simply skip meals or double their workouts to test their willpower. These are the causes to why athletes face eating disorders.
Here are some ways to figure out if you are facing eating disorders yourself. First of all, if you're hiding your food choices, binging, purging, or fasting, that is a dangerous sign for having an eating disorder. Also, if you're struggling with that person of who is in control of your eating, that again is a sign of eating disorders. Last but not least, believing that your whole future depends on what you eat, that again is a sign of an eating disorder.
Athletes who experiment with starving, binging, and purging can get hurt even if they don't have an eating disorder. They may try to lose or gain pounds quickly for a competitive edge in a big game. Some of them fear getting kicked off the team. Others will be embarrassed because they think eating disorders are personality flaws or that no one in their sport ever gets an eating disorder.
Here are some do's and don'ts. Do find a quiet, private place to talk with a person whom you trust with your personal issues. Do have an eating disorders brochure, book, or hotline number in handy. Don't make commands such as stop doing this to yourself or start eating like others. Anorexia and bulimia are also illnesses. We can't fix them ourselves. We need to get medical treatment to cure them.
Eating disorders such as anorexia and bulimia are the most extreme illnesses an athlete can face. Here are 10 great questions when asking for help in order to stay away from these illnesses. Number 1. What is an appropriate weight for my height?
How can I lose weight safely? Or how do I gain safely?
How much exercise is recommended for teens to maintain a healthy body?
Do exercise addictions cause other health problems?
What causes exercise addiction?
How will I know if I'm improving?
How long does it take to be cured from my eating disorders and exercise addiction?
Are there different degrees of eating disorders or exercise addiction?
What are the treatments for eating disorders and exercise addiction? Okay, so now for some reaction points. Amy and I both do sport, and we both know what it feels like to be under pressure, to have a fit body in order to perform activities for a sport. We believe that for a professional sport, the pressure must be a lot higher. We believe that eating well is the best way to help you maintain a healthy body. Under-eating causes fatigue, and you will lose energy when playing sport, and overeating will just slow you down. We think that changing your diet to an extreme measure that may result in bulimia or anorexia is simply unacceptable. You should feel perfectly fine with your body. Your body is unique, and your looks have been passed down through your genetics. We believe if you do have an eating disorder, then you should seek help and advice of friends or coaches or professional help. Athletes,
don't worry about your body image.
eat healthy!